manpower aligned to that, or what is your aim to make them? Are there any technologies in mind that you're having? Are you focusing on doing something like in terms of scaling? Because scaling won't only happen with a brand, it only or not only happen with the money, it would also have a very critical when the entire board of management, entire execution team and everyone out there are also upskilled to that level to see that dream along with you. How do you see that?
So I'll tell you things from my experience. Were doing good work to a certain level, and they were like managers, they were like managing partners in the company and everything. So when we thought of going to the next level, the challenge was not with the people at the executive level. The challenge was to make these higher level people and the managerial level people understand how do we do it. And we are still facing that challenge because they've been with us for like 15 years, 20 years. They are molded in a sort of, it's not easy. But we are taking steps more than, more than technology. It's more like manuals that at personal level, we are facing the problem that the older, the people who've been with us for like 15, 20 years needs upskilling a lot than the new recruitments. So that is one point.
So do you face in terms of them making them, first up is not only the skills, but the acceptability that they have to learn. Do you think that's a big hindrance?
Oh, yes, that is the main hindrance. So I would say that is the main hindrance to make people at the higher level to learn. They say the best thing you can do with your skills is to unlearn and then learn. Right? Unlearn is more important than learning. So this unlearning is most difficult thing to do right now with company like us, who's growing and then need a certain level of people to upskill.
Right, sir. Now coming to Sheikh sir, about your Acquarise is in terms new, young, fresh. How do you aim to integrate technology or things like that? Look, technologies are not only softwares, a lot of times, like even shutterings that people used to have, and now shutterings have changed tremendously in last 5 years, 7 years down the line. That has happened because of the technology and how repetitions can be done in that space. Even AI have been spoken, but construction might take some time, utilize some parts of it. But Acquarise, how young, how vibrant, what is the vision in terms of technology integration?
So currently, our average age of the manpower of our company is less than 30 years. So it's a good part that everybody is a learner and everybody is willing to learn new things. As far as the technology is concerned, we as a new age company, we have incorporated all the technology parts in all terms of the industry, be it from the construction management to the customer relationship management to the post-sale management, all those things. And as you said, the construction technology also have been evolved because now the main challenge is the timeline. You have to construct the project in the given timeline because RERA is being enforced. So you have to commit to the customers like you have to complete the project in a given timeline. For that reason also, new construction technology is also in the place. So to match up, like for example, new technology in the construction is the formwork, aluminum formwork. So when you think of to construct a aluminum formwork construction, then you need to have a very high skilled manpower. Otherwise, it is not possible to match up the construction. And as far as the AI is concerned, yes, AI is not taken much of space in real estate currently, but they have taken a good amount of space in sales part, like creating augmented reality kind of things. People can see the almost like a real flat by staying in a remote location, not being present in the exact on the site. So those are the play of AI currently in the real estate. But I hope AI is going to help in lot more in real estate, like from the day zero, from a greenfield to the delivery. Now with the help of AI, many software and the technologies are coming very soon to the industry, where you would be able to see how exact amount of cement is going to be used in the entire project, what is the exact amount of steel is going to be used in the project, how you can optimize your design by using the AI. Because now, suppose you are going to an architect for a design, no matter how efficient or how renowned the architect is, but now if that particular architect is using AI to design that particular building, now you will get a much more efficient building plan where you will save a lot of on the cost side, and you will also construct the building in a lesser time.
So, coming on this line is, have you experienced something where you have tried doing some parts in upskilling in an organization and that has helped in a quantifiable manner?
Yeah, we have integrated upskilling inside the company, not only in the construction side, also in the office side. Like suppose we recruit somebody for sales or for CRM, we upskill them on the like how to use ChatGPT. So that is also upskilling. And on the construction side also, we both are a CREDAI member. We have a CREDAI upskilling committee. So there we do upskilling of the laborers also, because now in this new construction age, the laborers are also be upskilled, the engineer are also be upskilled. Otherwise, you will not be able to match up to the new technology. So we have done, like as I told, we are coming up with many projects where we are going to aluminum formwork. So current laborers and current engineers are not equipped with this new technology. So we have help them to get learning of how to use this aluminum formwork so that they can also be part of this construction projects.
Got it. So, again, coming to Pankaj sir, is you have been doing projects that are bigger in scale. So, like there are manpower, as you said, challenges in terms of their mindset and all. Do you also see in future, or like when we are seeing in this panel, the agenda is 5 trillion economy. So the fast-paced nature of Pune, how it has grown in terms of real estate, it has not only grown in terms of the number of buildings, the story heights and etc. It is also skill on terms of the technologies or the manpower that have used. Now come from a legacy business who has seen Bhubaneswar growing from that video, right? Again, going again and again to that video. It's a nostalgia to see. I don't know how much I connect as a nostalgia, but yes, 10 years I do. So how do you see that Bhubaneswar is placed at, and what is Motwani's role or the dream to showcase Bhubaneswar in that map with Pune or Hyderabad and all those?
See, hello. Yeah. So see, there are various aspects when we compare ourselves from Pune or Hyderabad, right? First is the price. Now, if it is at par price, and if at that price that many units are moving, then the construction pace will go at a very high rate, right? So it's all about what is the demand. If there's a high demand of flats, if it is moving very fast, we also search for ways to do it in a faster way. So be it aluminum foam work, be it putting technologies inside the building to finish it in a faster way. There are many aspects to this. I just cannot pinpoint one aspect to where it comes from. So, but
what's your dream to create in Bhubaneswar? Because you are now representing through that video a dream of Bhubaneswar. What's Motwani's dream to represent Bhubaneswar?
We always, again, if I come to the video, we've always grown with the city, right? We'll never grow faster than the city, or we will never aim to grow slower than the city. So, in real estate line, they say you never go faster than the city, right? There'll be a lot of hurdles and roadblocks. So if Bhubaneswar has a future, it goes fast, goes fast, we'll go very fast, right? But when you're into real estate, when you make your own flats and sell your own flats, the main thing when you plan it or pre-plan it, as in the main factor we look at is budget. So there's always a conflict between the timeline and the budget. I may deliver it 6 months later, but as a 1 crore rupees ka flat will become 88 lakhs rupees ka flat or 85 lakhs rupees ka flat. So that point of time we have to decide कि we take the newer technology, save 6-8 months, or give it at a better rate. because at the end of the day, it'll go from your pocket only. It'll go from customer's pocket, the money. So that is where it becomes more important to take the budget and the pocket of the customers decide how the technology will be taken in a project.
Right, sir. Right. Oh, sir. So from MySpace to Acquerize, or before that, I think Ramaya, you graduated. You graduate, completed, Kate. Okay, great. Alum. I am also. All right. So, so that journey from MySpace to Acquerize, you also have upskilled. You also have upskilled yourself. Your team must have upskilled, right? So how does that within yourself? Because as a leader, if you are showing that I am going through a transition, you expect your guys also to go through that transition. So how do you do that in your thing and set an example for the team in upskilling terms?
So, being a engineering graduate, so there are a lot of benefits to exposure to the IT things and digital things, but real estate is not only limited to one thing. It is, I think, more than 200 allied industries are working with real estate. So you need to, being a developer, you need to have a legal knowledge, you need to have a construction knowledge, you have to have a licensing knowledge, you have to know 10 various kind of laws, construction, RERA, all those things. Then you need to know how to sell, how to market, how to satisfy your customer, like good experience. Then also your construction delivery. So it's a complete bouquet of things coming together at once. So if you are not learning in today's fast world, then you have to learn and your team has to learn, and sometimes you need to learn from your team as well. So from the day we started the company, every day was a learning for us, and I hope in the future also we would be love to learn as many as things, and we would focus on all ourselves to how to upskill ourselves, because we need to be with the trends currently going on. So what's new coming on? If we will fail that, then we will be behind the industry.
Right, sir. So what are the big projects that, like I asked, so what is his dream of Bhubaneswar? What's yours for Bhubaneswar in terms of the projects that, because some of us would be really looking to see a lot of skyscrapers out here. So how do you see that Acquerize is placed?
See, I don't want to advertise what we are coming up like, but we are in the pipeline. We are coming up around 3 million square feet of development. But I will not mention that we want to build the tallest, the largest. It's not like that. We want to create a project which can be called like actual need of the project, actual need of the buyer. So currently, most of us are only focused what the market is trending, but most of us are not focusing what customer basically wants. So we want to create a project which will be having a very great deep impact on the real estate industry and the buyer for at least a decade or 2 decades to come, where people will think, okay, it's my own home and whatever I need in a project, everybody is there, everything is there, and after all within my budget. So that impression we want to create in the real estate industry.
Right, sir. So as we close near to the close of this panel, maybe 1 or 2 more questions we'll go through. And so this is a question to both of you. Is in terms of commitments from the real estate, or what Credai does that you see on the upskilling, or what Maharera does. When I see an example of Maharera or Orera comparison, Maharera has mandated that everyone has to complete a RERA course whatsoever they are, even at the sales agents level, they have to complete a course, and there is an exam that Maharera is doing. Obviously, Maharera is at the forefront of entire RERA story across the nation. Everyone follows Maharera at the end of the day. So how do you think that RERA in terms, not only as a person who is at a guiding force for your construction, but when I am sitting on a panel, I'm sharing this with you in terms of the skilling or in terms of commitments, not today, tomorrow, in terms of if we are trying to put Bhubaneswar in that map of real estate, everything would come up. So how do you see in terms of your commitments that you want to put in for the upskilling side? Any plans that you have in future? Let's say I'll commit this thing I'll be doing, or this much I'll be doing. Not for your own employees, it can be, but for the larger audience of the TPOs and etc., their students, that they are listening to you. How do you see that? Like any gaps that you see that they should be fixing? Any advice that they should be fixing? Like you have been there.
So see, if you say what is the best way we can help as an individual developer or maybe as a group of developers or as a CREDA is to tie up with the institute and take the students in a proper internship manner and maybe give them that construction industry. So maybe that is the best thing we can do. And maybe if company like ProTrainee, if they take an initiative, will be more than happy to recruit some people and give them the training, because we know we would require students.
Right. So any insights from you, sir?
As Pankaj Bhai told, that we love to contribute towards the industry by helping, because whatever we will give, that eventually will come back to us only. For upskilling, we are there to support in terms of financial support, in terms of workshops or anything, because we have been doing a lot of workshops for the upskilling for all across the happy if you can bring anything to us so that we can plan and do any workshop on upskilling for the engineering labors.
Right. So we have been doing certain programs, like a lot of people, I'll just add up that ProTrainee does is we have been running programs pan India that people with their jobs are doing construction management 6-month long program. We're having the HR of SVD who have been very kind enough to hire some of our guys who have been trained out specifically from the Odisha ecosystem. So we would love to work with your company or propose things like that how
Sure.
can work out. And any closing questions someone has after this, but in terms of upskilling, when I see your company, right, even the way brands have grown, Motwani has grown in terms of brand visibility, frankly, I might not have, your presence was there, but the visibility has increased a lot folds now. I don't know, it has because of Tushar sir's focus with you, but yes, that has grown. And that's an inspiring thing when I see brands and I see new brands, even legacy brands matching up to that pace. It's great always to see. I look forward to the commitments from your end that how upskilling, not today, not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, certainly for the entire ecosystem that is certainly, as you said, will come back. And for the Akerais, the ecosystem that, like being a young company, being a young, both of you are young founders, but he has own legacy to carry on his head. So he has a lot of answers to keep on the pace and legacy. But how do you, I'm expecting that Akerais will also commit on the upskilling front and how things would work out. So that's the aim that from the Odisha ecosystem, from the colleges side, from upskilling platforms like us, are looking ahead. Any closing notes from both of you? Would love to hear. Any suggestions or else? I think it's a good thing that
without upskilling, it's difficult to reach that 5 trillion economy. So it's not only 5 trillion economy. The India is going very fast. So in next 25 years, just our PM Modi is saying Amrit Kal. So it is going to be a 30 trillion economy. So how to reach that number? It's only if it's possible if you have a skilled resources. Starting from a security guard of a company to the CEO of the company, everybody have to be upskilled. Then only this India as in whole can reach to that level. So for that, we as a company very committed for the upskilling. We have been doing all internal workshop for our employees, and we are also skilling our contractors employees also. So we are very much happy if we can partnership with you and or the other organizations so that we can do it in a very bigger way. Thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you. Anything?
Yeah, no, I have the same words, but thanks, Vishwaji, thanks, ProTrainee. Maybe this is also a learning session for us. Maybe it is opening up possibilities for companies like us to work with ProTrainee, to work with CPE, to hire students. So I'd be really thankful for you to calling us here.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thanks. It has been a
Thank
great
you so
pleasure.
much.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir. Definitely, that was a really productive, discussion, and we are really looking forward to the upcoming things that are coming up in this particular session as well. Because as people, as client who do not basically think about commercial things, but we have very basic needs, and taking care of those needs are like big dreams come true for us. So all the best to both of you as well for all the plannings that you have for the near future. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Mr. Bishwadit Shaw, CEO of Protoni, to kindly felicitate our panelists. I'd like to request Mr. Shaw to felicitate Mr. Sheikh Maidachul Haq to make a rice construction. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Mr. Shaw to felicitate Mr. Pankaj Motwani from Motwani Constructions. All right, thank you so much, everyone. And we are done with the fifth panel discussion of today's conclave. And we have the last panel discussion, last but not the least. We have a panel discussion on the topic employment trends in construction and manufacturing perspective from HR of core engineering companies. It is somewhat we need, views from the engineering companies as well, and it includes the construction and manufacturing as well. It is an amalgamation of both. So we are taking a short break where the necessary arrangements will be done for the next panel session, and we are all set. So yes, after that, this will be followed by a felicitation ceremony. And as ma'am had mentioned earlier, we have a CPIT lab visit as well. Thank you so much to everyone who are waiting and who have joined us for being patient. And, the whole motto behind having all this discussion is, getting new perspective, getting new ideas, and whatever we're learning, implementing all of them in our real life as well. Because learning something and not implementing in real life, doesn't make any sense though. So the main motto behind having this conclave is that when we pass on information and ideas and our perspective to you people who have been an integrated part of the conclave, we are really looking forward you to carry forward this message and share these ideas and things to other people as well. Word of mouth has a very strong power that can make big changes. So this is how we tend to make big change as well. So we are taking a small break of 2 minutes, and after that we'll be all set to start today's last session of the conclave, that is on the employment trends in construction manufacturing perspective from HR of core engineering companies. Thank you so much. Check. Check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set to start today's last session. That is the employment trends in construction and manufacturing perspectives from HR of core engineering companies. So we are all set to start that. So before moving ahead, I would like to request once again the moderator of the session, Mr. Biswajit Shaw, CEO Pro Trainee, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Can we have a big round of applause for the gentleman who conducted the previous session so beautifully? And now, moving on to our panelists, we have Ms. Supriya Swai, Ekerlor Mittal. Can we have a big round of applause to kindly come and join us on the stage? Now, okay. So my bad. I would like to once again welcome Mrs. Supriya Swai from ArcelorMittal. And moving on, I would like to request our next panelist, Mr. Debi Prashanna Mohanty, SPD from SPD Construction, with a big round of applause to kindly come and join us on the stage as well. So all set to start today's panel discussion regarding the employment trends in construction and manufacturing perspectives from HR of core and engineering companies. I will hand it over to the moderator of the session, Mr. Biswajit Shaw, the CEO of Pro Trainee. So before taking a leave, I would like to give a gentle reminder that we are actually running late. So the answers are needed to be kept very short and brief. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone, thank you. And thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us for this panel. It was great, the last panel we had with the owner's perspective, but they were again from the real estate side. Now we are very diametrically not opposite, but two different worlds to represent. Now we have someone from SPD, Devi sir, who has been into the construction, real estate, wherever you see in Odisha, SPD's logo will be everywhere. That's the brand that they have created, and he is heading their entire human resources. So, and ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel, from hockey to everywhere in Odisha, you will see their logos everywhere, and that is about the logos branding. But in terms, they have a very dedicated skilling ecosystem. Odisha has been picked up in that terms, but Gujarat and etc. ArcelorMittal has been doing a lot because I have worked with some of their products. I have interacted with personally with their teams. So that's what, and the steel plants is a massive that is been planned. So with that thing, what I'll take up here is since employment trends in construction and manufacturing perspective of HRs for the core construction is the theme of this panel. So first question will make open to both of you to answer is how difficult is the aspiration when you hire people for a core sector, especially in the early ecosystem, like because people are more prone to the what I say as a quote unquote limelight of other sectors. How are you able to attract those talents to your ecosystem, to companies like yours? Both of you, it's an open question.
So, well, first of all, thank you for having me here, right? So, and giving me opportunity to take on these questions. So, as she's mentioning, so how difficult it is to, hire and attract talents. So I must say the challenge is two-way. It's not only for the companies to hire best fit talent, also to sustain as a prospective preferred employer, right? So aligning to individual talent's purpose to organizational purpose or vision. So it's a challenge in both ways. So while coming to hiring the best fit talent, I must say, Mr. Bishwajit, we have come up with this hiring trends has been a part of organization excellence drive. So that is the reason we have come up with a lot of graduate engineers excellence drive and DT's drive that we call as a Diploma Engineer Excellence Drive. So what we aim in this drive is that we are not just hiring the talents or individuals from the colleges or institutions, but we are hiring, the aim is to hire unique role holders, aligning to organization design. This is the modern, the new trend of hiring over here, as the demand is huge and like ArcelorMittal, as all of you are aware, that is growing and capability need is also growing for the organization. So we are aspiring to hire individual role holders, not only contributing as operational engineers. In fact, we are aspiring for the candidates who will contribute to the organizational strategic objectives. So that way, we want individuals having basic knowledge, what is practically happening at industries, along with innate passion to learn and grow. Because we cannot assure whatever technology we have adopted or adopting today, down the line 10 years, we will continue with the same technology. So candidate must be having that innate passion to learn, grow. A lot of discussion went on with respect to reskilling and upskilling. That passion, that interest should be a two-way. As an organization with a growing demand of industries, we have come up with a lot of training and learning and development initiatives. At the same time, we want recently a lot of example, like we will continue with the discussion. Lot of example, practical example I can share what are the differences and gaps we are observing while hiring the candidates. Again, coming to sustain as a preferred employer is a really huge challenge because we are operating and you are collaborating with the Gen Z talent, right? So the demand and the option is very huge for them. So in order to retain them as a best fit talents, we need to invest on a lot of initiatives aligning to their individual purpose with the organizational purpose. So thank you.
Right, ma'am. So you can.
Hello. SPD construction recruit we work almost 10 hours for recruitment. That is the fundamental work of ours. Out of 12 hours we work, almost 10 hours is gone for recruitment. Mama's told we generally hire DET. DET means Diploma Engineer Trainee. GET means Graduate Engineer Trainee. Almost we cover all across the Odisha ITI guys. Even if we hire the +2 commerce people also, +3 commerce graduate also, to make up the and to back up the recruitment documentation for our company. We set up a succession planning for each of them. Mentorship program, training and development, each and everything we are doing to maintain them. But you know, the construction industry is a core industry. Everybody wants a homemade product to take a chunk of that who is in the next industry. So competitors are more. This is a homemade product. They will take it out from here. They will manufacturing that product in China. So that is one issue. And here in core sector, the attrition is very, very high. To fill the attrition, we did a lots of things, training and development, succession planning, plan A, plan B, plan C, whatever plan is there. But still we are lagging behind reality in real sector, in real estate sector also, we are lagging behind.
Right, sir. So, SPD is an organization, or some of your direct competitors they have been hiring a lot of manpower in a bulk also. As you say, it consumes a lot of time per candidate. That's a big data because 10 hours is spending per candidate. Even Arcelor hires in bulk. Maybe in Odisha, they are preparing the grounds are being made, and maybe in couple of years or couple of months, the hiring would be in bulk. Now, coming to the bulk hirings that you do, what is the preferred way? Because a lot of the TPOs and department HODs from civil mechanical are out here, and since your company hires in mechanical also, his company also will be hiring certain mechanical also. So civil and mechanical, what do you see in bulk? If some of the colleges were aspiring to put their students to be placed in your organizations, how should be their approach in terms of their skills of the people? Or like, because there is a problem that you said, per candidate 10 hours is not a small number. It consumes a big number. Throughout a month, how many candidates you can hire? Max 30. That to one person, and then there will be different steps. It's a big consumption. So how do you see that in terms of what skills you are looking up when you are hiring in bulk from an institute or platforms like ProTrainee or someone else? Both of you.
One thing, I generally, this is one real example. Month of December, we visited at ITR. You cannot believe that we hired 5 girls, 1 single boy. That is the trend we just implemented in our company, that we must have the 50-50 ratio. And no discrimination. We have zero tolerance POS policy, POS policy. POS policy means prevention of sexual harassment in workplace. Generally, I am heading that department. We generally zero tolerance policy. The girls are, you do not believe that the girls are willing to work in the site. They don't opt for the offices also. This is the trend. And we visited to ITI college in Cuttack. We hired 10 people, out of them 8 are girls. So that is the trend we are setting right now to sustaining the man, because competitors are more. Bhubaneswar market is growing in comparison to the eastern zone. So market, if you want to sustain in the market, you have to do something innovative. So that innovativeness, we generally took it as a mentorship program, training and development program for each of the people we hired. For one girl, we put one mentor. In the site also, we put it as the project manager is the mentor. So already clear-cut instruction to the project manager. If the girl is going to leave, it is your fault. She is left your organization. She is not left your organization. She is left your site, and she left SPD. The brand value goes down.
That's great. That's great. I think
So that is one thing we are just doing to accommodate all the recruitment and to curtail the recruitment or to curtail the attrition also. We generally follow the B class cities like other than Denkanal, Talcher, Anugul, and I myself visited all the places to hire the people. They are going to stay with us. We never sign a bond with them. We never told them that you are going to work as a bonded labor. That is never works.
That's great. That's great. I mean, two things out of this. I'll take your point, ma'am, but I have to appreciate what SPD as the HR policy has been doing, as they're pushing from a company that is maybe focused on the eastern part or maybe Odisha centric company or Kolkata and West Bengal centric company and all. But the way they're pushing women participation, female participation in the workforce, it's really appreciating. It's great. And add on to that, the bond thing. It's one big problem that a lot of the TPOs here sitting would agree, or HODs would agree, that students face a problem in terms of bond. So it's a great, I think a round of applause should be expected for this thing. It's a great initiative that sir is taking. Arcelor has a lot to say. What's your perspective in terms of this? Because Arcelor is a big organization in that terms, in terms of sustainability, in terms of how managing your workforce, biases are cut off and everything. How do you are doing? How are you prepared?
Yeah. Coming to like he has cited regarding the women workforce, in the workplace and the diversity and inclusion, it plays a major part in our, organization strategic planning. In fact, it is the uptick assignment for us. So you would glad to hear that last year we are initially into 2022 we are at 2%. Now we are growing at 15%, and the target is 25% at
That's great. That's great. 2 to 15% is a big number.
So we can say that we are having a lot of women workforce. They are working in shifts, and they are in the core, introduced with the core operations, and a lot of efforts towards emerging with best in class facilities for this women workforce, for ensuring for them a safe and conducive and inspirable workforce. So a lot of initiative we planned for their overall growth in terms of by involving them into mainstream functions. Technically, also behavioral part, we do take care a lot for this women and diverse workforce, because we believe that diversity are strengths. So, like you mentioned, sustainability, what we do, our aim is to grow individual as a whole persons. The overall, overall, we want to grow them technically, behaviorally. So, while I say behaviorally, we come up with a lot of initiatives with respect to CSR and sustainability development for their mental well-being, and they would feel they are a core part of this organization. They are contributing to this social and large cause. And regarding their technical development, a lot of initiatives are in place. Like we have aligned with lot premier and tier 1 institutions in terms of their technical expertise and engineering colleges. We have an academy for development. We are enrolling our DTs and this diploma holders into this academy for a 3-year course, degree course with certificate. A lot of training we impart them with respect to safety, skill enhancement, and behavioral training as well. For GTs also, we have a very lofty and laudable plans ahead.
I think you also have a NAMTech thing, right?
Yes, NAMTech.
NAMTech is a big initiative in Gujarat, if I'm not wrong. It's a big initiative.
Yes, we are enrolling our best suit candidates into those NAMTech institutes and all that.
Right. Now coming to, since I'll take your answer on that part, is now we speak about work from home and all these diverse things. But since I also come from the core industry working with JSW, but how do you see, is that any feasibility, or how's the industry overall? I'll again come to you also on that terms. Has the acceptability in terms of, like, when you were speaking that Gen Z had a lot of options now compared to other generations, and also now not even Gen Z, even their next generations in their mid 30s are also having the same kind of mindset, that not this then that, they have a lot of choosiness. So now with the market being open or the perspective being open, how do you see that there is a possibility or acceptability in the HR to have some kind of flexibility that core companies often are being complained for, that the flexibility in terms of leaves, in terms of other things or work from homes are not possible? There is certain constraint, I agree. What is your perspective?
Yeah, you're rightly mentioned this. Seems quite difficult, and we are dealing with the Gen Z. The option is used. We need to come up. You would be surprised, Viswajit. We have come up with the policy is no punch attendance policy. Like unless and until the HOD will declare it as absent, then we'll go for that. We give that option and flexibility to the candidate. They can operate anywhere, be it at office and anywhere, satisfying to the departmental objective. Moreover, HODs and supervisors will confirm that they have worked for that the particular day. Like no 8 to 5 mandatory punching options. Whereas at the same time, we want our candidates to be, our employees to be that honest that they should come up. That conviction we must be having. But with that, having said that, I must say we have come up with that flexibility for the employees. I think nowhere in Odisha they have come up with these policies. Attendance punching is mandatory for them. That is one flexibility we have come up with. Secondly, work from home is something is really difficult for core industries, but at time we have a flexi policy for the employees, like they would ensure 8-hour contributions as per their flexibility, more owing to the personal commitment of the candidates. Also, we are venturing into lot many initiatives like work from anywhere and sort of thing. It's a very subtle manner. We have not declared it openly, but we are envisioning to, it's coming
experimenting, right? So what's, like, how has, again, your company is something is in a different kind of scale. It's a much human intensive, capital intensive business, day in and day out. There are certain flexibilities that you can have, certain flexibility. But as an HR, has your mindset been delved into after the COVID in terms of the market? Has you become acceptable, your owners, management has become acceptable enough, 5%, 10% to have certain acceptabilities different than what it was before COVID, or when the Gen Z have not ventured into the market?
We do have some departments, those who are working from their home, like quantity survey. Because आप सबको एक मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, क्वांटिटी सर्वे क्या होता है कि दिस इज जस्ट द प्लानिंग पीपल, those who are doing the quantity, calculating the quantity for the client or for the contractor, those who are working in the site. So this is the area where the people are very, very rare people. Every company in the construction industry, these QS people are very, very crunch. So if anybody, I am not doing any sort of marketing, I am requesting all of you, if you have some sort of this quantity survey or anything like Botany is doing, and we require much more people from that department, and as such, Vishwajit told, we require the tender people also. We require the planning people also. We require the QS people also. These are the people, those who are opted for flexibility. So we are not bounded, but we opt to be them to work from home as unrequired.
No, that is also very open thing. Like even you need offices, people to come and interact. And if we were doing this online, the interaction would not have been this much effective. We understand that. But then again, certain flexibilities. Let's say if someone is genuinely not feeling good mentally or something like that, then there are some leverages that maybe not today, tomorrow. There has, or the industry would certainly come in terms of thing.
Definitely, that will do.
So-
I'll take it from your word. I'll do it, and I'll try to put these things in front of the management. And definitely, if they're willing to do, then I'll certainly do that.
A lot more maybe industry visit opportunities that companies like yours should open up so that the TPOs, HODs, and principals who are sitting out here, they can get that opportunity. As we are closing right now, I'll take some of your pointers and maybe then leave to the audience if they have some questions, because that's the time when they can interact with you and ask their questions. So if you have add up anything, please, else I'll ask someone of my team to our team to pass on the mics if someone wants for their questions. Sonali, if you can pass on the question, if someone has questions after ma'am or someone, like mic can be circulated. Yeah, ma'am, you were saying something.
Yeah, like you mentioned that industry visit and all that, we definitely want that should happen. Like while hiring, I was mentioning as a gap we have been observing, like we want candidate with the basic information what the current is industries or the practically what industry is doing. So a current and latest example I can cite with, we are in the GT recruitment drive. Our engineers, they are shift in charges, a supervisor, they are asking questions regarding one question regarding the rotating equipment. Like for as a part of efficiency drive, they have come up like we have come up with the variable frequency drive, whereas the candidates coming with the old conventional rotating equipment drive. So engineers, this shift in charges, they are saying that this is the same old pattern which we were undergone 15 years before. Now the academic curriculum needs to be updated. Similarly, like switchgear also, now industries, they have obtaining this an intelligence switchgear processes, but they are operating industry curriculum, it says about this conventional switchgear methodology. So for that reason, I must request industries to go for more and more industry visits, right? Academia for more and more industry visit to impart their students the basic knowledge where they want to make a career and what is their aspiration as well, right? So the target is not so unrealistic. This kind of sessions are the testimony to this. So thanks and hats off to you for conducting such kind of events.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything to add, sir?
We are always open. Anybody wants to come to our office. Our office is always open. We welcome you all if you want to get a deep vision on this construction industry, for the core construction industry. If you want, your people should be there at site to visit our different sites, any sites all across Odisha. I would love to do that things. I'll accept that things from your side. And one more thing, I'm requesting all of you, just do something or some designing in that your course curriculum, so that the people who are, you already, somebody told here that already they have finished in the 5th or 6th semester. So 7th or 8th semester, try to put them some of the practical courses, where they want to go, how they want to go, and what is the gap, or I'd like to say that is the gap analysis must be done from your end to curtail the क्या बोल सकते हैं वो जो एलिमिनेशन वाला पॉइंट आउट इन द रियल इंडस्ट्री से जाके उसको पूछने से क्या होता है, वो somebody is telling that I don't know, हमारा कोर्स में नहीं था. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ आंसर एक बार हायर करने के बाद तो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कोऑपरेट. मैं एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ. आई हायर्ड ए पर्सन फ्रॉम विश्वजीत दा, एंड उसको एक डिफिकल्ट साइड को भेजा था टू ट्राई द डिफिकल्ट, मतलब कितना वो सह सकता है. 3 दिन 4 दिन 5 दिन के बाद हमको फोन किया कि सर आई वांट टू लीव दिस साइट। मैं बोला ठीक है, जा सकते हैं। 2 दिन के बाद फिर मैंने उसको फोन किया, एक बार प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर से बात कर ले, वो छोड़ना चाहते थे। प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर डेली 1 आवर उसको दिया, डेली उसका काम 10 घंटा 12 घंटा करने के बाद भी 1 आवर उसको दिया। आज का डेट में सबसे प्रिफरेबल कैंडिडेट वही है।
That's great. That's great.
सबसे प्रिफरेबल कैंडिडेट वही है, रोहित है उसका नाम। सारे जगह उसको पहले से कोई अगर कुछ काम होता है, अरे रोहित को बुलाओ। दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ थिंग वी आर डेवलपिंग। इट इज नॉट जस्ट वी आर हायरिंग सर्टन अमाउंट दैट 15-16 हजार दे दिया, तुम करो क्या करते कोई देखता नहीं है। एक थोड़ा सा ह्यूमनिंग टच, बाकी सब कुछ। उसका फादर वो हमको बोले कि आप जहां उसको देना चाहते हैं दे दीजिए, हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। स्टिल आज का डेट में ही इज वन ऑफ द प्रिफरेबल कैंडिडेट इन एट दैट साइड।
That's a great.
So that is the
round
type of
applause for
development
that.
we are doing.
It's a great thing.
Thank you, sir.
So that speaks also that also gives a testament of your SPD's vision and also ProTrainee's vision also, because we have been also obviously with your support that you have given him, but we have also chosen couple of people from all these colleges and then training them in the final year for the placements that companies like yours are doing. So he is one of our candidates who was chosen and was trained for 4 months at our centers, and then he was interviewed by you and you were kind enough to accommodate with the human touch and SPD's policies. You wanted to add something, or I'll make this open to any questions. If someone has any questions, this is the right time to interact. If someone from the faculty side wants to ask questions to SPD or ArcelorMittal, they can raise their hands. Our colleagues would go and hand over the mics for the construction or manufacturing side. If someone has any questions, I'd love to hear. Sonali. I think with after this session, we'll move ahead to the lab visits. Lab visits.
Okay.
Okay. Felicitation.
Is it audible? Hello. Yeah. Basically, this is not a question. I I belong to Odisha University of Technology and Research, which was formerly College of Engineering and Technology, Bhubaneswar, and this is more than 40 years old college. Now it has been upgraded to an university, and I have already spent almost 23 years in this university. So we do have branches ranging from computer science, IT, to core branches like mechanical, electrical, civil, computer science, textile engineering, and biotechnology. So basically, what I have felt in this tenure, that the industry and institute interaction is having a gap which needs to be bridged. Basically, the institutes or the universities look forward from the industry. Basically, there are three aspects. One is their placement. Number two is the internship. And number three, as you rightly pointed out, that is the formation of the curriculum or syllabus design. So we do have a structure of incorporating people from industry while designing our syllabus. But normally what happens, industry people, they are not in a position to spare time as per our requirement. Of course, it could have been reversed also, because whenever you people have time, then our syllabus formation committee or the meeting could have been held. But it is our bottleneck, or sometimes we are bound with AICT norms or something like that. So the industry participation while forming the syllabus is poor, which could have been improved. Number two is that as a mandate of the state government, our capacity is improving almost year by year. So to the best of my knowledge, CET started with 40 years back with capacity of 90 people. Now we are engulfing almost 6,000 and we are likely to upgrade to 10,000 in a span of 5 years. So it has been a challenge for the training and placement department as well as for the all heads of the department to provide internship to the students, which is a mandate of AICT, to our second year, third year and final year students. So we look forward a greater participation and same thing with the placement also, because people serving in software industries with a background of civil engineering are not having good prospects even after 2-3 years, and they are feeling bored or they are getting into the bench, or sometimes they are placed in a remote location. So people, they try to switch over their job culture. So in these three aspects, I look forward both from ArcelorMittal and SPD Construction to have a footfall in our university as well, to facilitate our students as well as the faculty members. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you, sir. For internship, anytime you welcome, sir. Anytime. For the placement, we have to discuss with the management, and that will be also, it is not an issue. For the core sector, we are ready because we want people from the core sector, like we require the mechanical people, electrical people, and as well the core civil also. Internship, it's my guarantee. I'll take it forward. Nothing will happen. You just send the people, I'll accommodate. But the internship, that is for the specific purpose also. It is not like that they will come to the site, they will sit in the site. You design the documentation, day-to-day activities, ask them to do or ask them to fill up all the documents, submit to you one copy, submit to us also for the practical purpose. It is not like that from college to site, sitting in the site, doing nothing, just fill up the form with the help of the others. Ask him to do or ask her to do whatever the practical things he wants to do in the future. That is one thing I'm asking. Otherwise, internship is always welcome. We don't have anything to, because internship we never pay them. One thing we do, we give them the fooding facility at site. That is one thing we are doing. But if really the people wants to do the things, we always welcome. For the placement activities, this year we already filled up. Next year, certainly, sir, just tell us prior to that, we'll do the things.
To answer your questions, if you want that, in order to bridge those gaps, internship certainly not a viable only medium that we should bridge those gaps. Like, we need to accept there is a gap. As you mentioned, industry people are not very pro, not sparing times. So as I mentioned in my earlier conversation, that we are aspiring for the unique role holders. So not to impart time is very meager for that concept, because we want somebody, he should hold the positions. Like, these roles are fitted into our organization design. It's not person to role to person fitment. So we want a right and 100% fitment. So for summer internship or any sort of internship, we cannot assure that we can groom that candidate, because candidate would probably not entirely on our control. He is there as a part of his curricular design or something for the certificate, sake of certificate and all that, unless and until that candidate has a desire to learn and grow. But, to bridge this gap, it should be a mandatory provision in the curriculum part so that they won't be given the certificate or they won't be given that merit, full 100% completion merit. So in that way we can bridge some gap. Also, as an industries, considering the growing capability need, we are venturing into a lot of initiatives to come up with the institution to have that kind of what we can learning culture over there to get the industry ready candidates, right?
I'll add up on that. What ma'am said is now, as NEP 2020, there are a lot of programs that have been from the industry or platforms like us are doing in collaboration with colleges. So Protrini has been upskilling 15,000 plus professionals and students also pan-India and in Nigeria's chunks and also in Middle East. So we have been running programs with partnered with certain of the industries. So let's say when we designed our program for Odisha, we consulted certain companies and taken their suggestions. Maybe we might not have been able to solve them 100%, but some percent, like what sir told, we took his suggestion also and then implemented that. Then we are able to place these guys. These guys are not from us. These guys are from colleges like yours who are signing up for these programs and are prepared as per the needs of companies like SPD and are then exposed to them. So that is one thing that maybe can help out.
Yes,
Add some other questions.
I have a question, ma'am. So I am Ranjan Swai, former principal, Parla Maharaja Engineering College. I was in teaching for 35 years. So what I want to add here regarding internship, particularly if we'll say, the internship, as madam told, it is for the sake of certificate. The students are going, like in our time we are going for industrial visit. It's like that. But the thing should not be that, suppose industry have some problems, or some type of technology they want to, students should learn before joining the industry. So those type of things should be thrown in the, what do you say, to the college and all the academic atmosphere. So then you can choose the students, give them internship in that particular area. They should have some basic knowledge. You can select, go for a internship selection process. Then you take them, and with the college, one of the faculty members should be associated with that particular person. It should be jointly, the work should be done. Then in the later stage, what will happen? If you feel the candidate is suitable for your company, you may hire them in later stage. But if we are moving in that direction, I hope number is not the number game. I am not interested. We are interested in quality. So whatever industry requires, the numbers, they can have it, and there will be fair competition among the students of the state or of the nation, whatever you will say. Like some of the companies, they are giving intern. They are giving the paid internship. But it may not be paid internship, but let them have initially, they should have basic knowledge, they should go through them. If at all you are thinking they can be paid something, take them in the 8th semester as an intern, that 3 months or 4 months, then you may recruit them. By which what will happen, the students who are joining in the college, they will know these are the companies, they are interested in this area, I should work on that, I have a chance to work with them. That's the thing I want to say my side. So madam, if anything you want to highlight on this, please.
You rightly mentioned, sir, like, while allowing a student to go for an internship, we should have a company guide as well as a faculty guide or academic guide in order to monitor his performance and all that. So it's rightly mentioned, but currently it is not happening. We are getting invitations and requests from the students very abruptly. Sometimes we are requesting students to come through your institution or placement coordinators. You really want to go for an internship program. Now what we observe that the institution, academic institution, not so interested. Even they are allowing the students to take on an internship program on their own choice, right? Please correct me if it is wrong. It may vary institution to institution. If the process you have cited during my education time, in my MBA curriculum, is a mandatory part for a 4 months internship. I was having a faculty guide as well as a company guide in order to monitor the process during this 4 months. There we can assure that we have a complete check on the learning progress of the candidate. that could happen, but it needs a joint collaboration. Needs a positive collaboration from both the way, from the company side as well as the academic side. So it can be a very viable and fruitful media. We can foresee this, as you suggested.
Great, ma'am. Great
you, ma'am.
insights. And that's where platforms like Protrini comes in. Our team are still in touch with a lot of you to find a common ground, like what we are doing in certain of the colleges, successfully placing them up. So we can be a bridge, and we would love to interact with the colleges, be it government, private. Our team is all in direct touch. So in case, I think it has been an insightful discussion, and we would love, I'm really thankful. If there are any closing comments that you want to make.
Sir, sir, can you tell me your name?
Sir, please.
What's your name, sir? Which college from you? Sir,
Actually,
that is a great idea, sir. Can you give me a proposal for this next year?
Actually, I am already farmer, means I am retired. So,
Sir, retirement just says retirement nahi.
no, in our government system,
proposal.
retirements you are out of the system. So we can work voluntarily something, it is possible, but not as a policy maker or decision maker, I am not there. I can be part.
Oh,
in that.
I'm just asking for a proposal, sir.
Sir, for one example, I'll tell you, sir. Mandev, I'm telling one thing. Suppose in civil engineering, you are interested in your, suppose survey side, total station, or your design side, suppose Start Pro or some other rabbits and other things. So you should tell that these are the things we are interested to want students from different colleges. You can apply for internship, then you can select, have an interview and select. Those who have basic knowledge, they can come and join you. Not that somebody will apply you take them for an intern, but they will not learn anything. My question, they should learn something if they are coming to you. The purpose is that.
Right.
So let the student by their own interest, they should apply. You just said, we are having 20 or 30 number of intern we are going to have on Rabbit or Start Pro. So let whoever interested, let them apply. You choose and give them training. So then we can able to have a proper skilled person in that area.
Absolutely.
Maybe we can try talking to
Accepted,
all
sir.
of them and find a process. Maybe from our side, we can talk to all and take a suggestion, maybe accumulate to find a common ground where every party of this can get a benefit. So with this note, I am okay. Final questions of the day, ma'am, because we are really inching
Only
towards.
few seconds I will
Yes,
take.
ma'am, please.
Regarding the intensive program, what we say to our students is that I always tell them that whenever you are going for the intensive program, the first thing that you should learn is corporate behaviorism and mannerism. Because that is the first thing that is missing in our teenagers. So as they are in the teenage, that kind of problem will be there. But what I say to them is that you learn the workplace behavior, and then whatever is your course related respective branch, that you learn very nicely regarding the skills. And regarding Devi Prasad sir, SPT Constructions, I would like to send the proposal to conduct the placement in our college. So I am from Nilachal Polytechnic, so I will take your contact number and all that, and within 2 days we will be sending the proposal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, everyone. And it's a great panel. We are closing this with this, the panels, 6 panels that we had back to back throughout the day. And you are the showstoppers. Both of you are the showstoppers of the panel discussions and with the participations of everyone out there. I'm really thankful. I'm glad. Over to you to take this up from here.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, for, putting up your ideas and suggestions and how things are going on, what the current scenario is. We got to know about so many things. Thank you so much. Can we put our hands together for the amazing session we had? And that was the last session of the evening. So before moving forward, I would like to request Mr. Bishwajit Shaw, the CEO of Rotary, to kindly felicitate our panelists of the last session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your suggestions and for letting us know how things are actually going on. Thank you so much, sir. So for all the efforts that has been put for different sectors of students and people who want to be a part of it. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request all of you to kindly be seated at your respective places, and I will like to request our coordinators to get the panel area cleared so that we can move on to the felicitation part.
What will happen is अभी हम रंजन स्वाइन सर का स्पीच फाइनल सुनेंगे, उसके साथ
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have reached to the last segment of the session where we are here to felicitate all our delegates who have joined us today. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you so much for putting up your valuable time and joining us today. Thank you. So we have some dignitaries with us who will be felicitating our delegates who have joined us today. First of all, I would like to request Mr. Ranjan Swai sir, former Principal Parla Maharaja Engineering College, with a big round of applause to kindly come and join us on the stage. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming and gracing this conclave with your presence. Thank you. Please be seated. Moving on, I would like to request Mr. Biswajit Shaw, CEO, Pro Trainee, to kindly come and join us on the stage as well. Next, I would like to request Mr. Rohit Samantrai, CEO and founder of Fire Karma, to kindly come and join us on the stage with a round of applause. All right, so we have few felicitations to do. We have a list of awards. But before that, I would like to request sir to kindly come forward and say few words on today's conclave that happened. And thank you so much because you stayed till the last. Thank you so much for sparing your time, for bearing with us. With a big round of applause, I would like to request Ranjit sir to kindly come and join us and share a few words of his wisdom with us. Thank you.
So, good afternoon to all. It's a hectic day for teachers, particularly to sit for a whole day to listen something instead of speaking out. Actually, being a teacher, I know how tough it is. So, first of all, I like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the organizer who give me the opportunity to participate in this type of activity. I was interested to be here from the beginning, but due to some of my personal problem, I reached towards the last 2 sessions I am there. 2 panels I have attended. So, particularly the training placement officers and the HODs of different colleges, those who are here, I want to share my own experience with them that unless until we counsel the students properly from the beginning, from the day one, it is very difficult to make them employable. So that is a great challenge in our front. The students of present generation, in addition to their normal activities, means normal academic activities, a lot of activities there in which they are spending their major times. So, how to make them or how to attract them to build a career suitable for him or her, it's a very, very challenging for the person concerned in the college who are looking after this placement. Particularly big colleges like those who are become a university now in the degree college like OUTR, VSUT, all these colleges, students are coming, some of them are already know what they want to have and why they come to that college. But the other colleges, those who are there next line, the student, those who are joining in the engineering, they don't know what for they are coming to the college. Most of them, they thought my parents have sent us to spend 4 years. After 4 years, I will see what to do. So, it's my sincere request to all the TPOs and head of the departments. So, give some time to interact with the students and try to find out what is in which they have the interest. Another thing, we have to tell them some success stories and some of the students, those have already been placed in good industries or good sectors by following a particular path. So they should do accordingly. So all these things, it is our primary duty to start. So this type of seminars and conference with industry people should be more and more. We should not only focus, or we should not be very, very, what do you say, particularly that my students should get the job. They should come and take my students or from this college. No. Our objectives at least should be that whom we are teaching, they are employable and they can fit anywhere they will go in the world. So once again, I want to thank the organizers for inviting me to this platform and sharing my experience and thoughts among you. Thanks.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom with us. And definitely, it's tough for teachers to be seated at a certain particular place for a very long period of time. But thank you so much, for being so generous and actually bearing with us. So we have a list of delegates who will be felicitated today by our respected guest, Ranjan sir. So I would like to request Ranjan sir and Biswajit sir and Rohit sir to kindly come forward for the felicitation that we're going to start with the list of names of our delegates who will be felicitated today. So first of all, I would like to call Dr. Lalatendu Das, Principal GIT, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Can we have a round of applause for him? Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to call Mr. Subhranshu Shekhar Barik, TPO, GIT, Jaipur, Cuttack. So claps would come in, no, because we are here to felicitate everyone. At least we should clap for people who have been really patient and waiting for till the end of the session. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to request Mr. Samir Kumar Patro from TPO, USBM Pattaya to kindly come and join us in the stage. Next, I'd like to call Mr. Akshay Das, TPO Trident Group of Industries to kindly come and join us on the stage. I'd like to call Mr. Akshay Kumar Behra from Kaustubh Group to kindly HOD to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to request Mr. Ravindra Shah to kindly come and join us on the stage. Can we have a round of applause for him? Next, I would like to call Mr. Sunil Kumar Soren to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to request Dr. Pavan Kumar, D. Pavan Kumar, Group Manager. Okay. Next, I would like to call Mr. Abhishek Samal, HOD Civil ABIT Cuttack to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mrs. Mala Acharya, HOD Civil Nilachal Polytechnic to kindly come and join us on the stage. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call Mr. Abhishek Rath, student PMAC, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mr. Ashutosh Pradhan. Next, I would like to call Professor Sibabrata Mahanti, Dean Academics, GIET, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Can we have a round of applause? Next, I would like to call Ms. Niyati Naik, HOD Civil GIT Gangapatna Bhubaneswar to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mr. Pankaj Motwani. Next, I would like to call Mr. Anup Kumar Naik, Manager. SEOs are SEO Kazar, IT. Okay, sir, he himself told that my bad. Next, I would like to call Mr. Ranjan Kumar Swai, former. Who added this name? This is the list of names we have, and he himself is felicitating all our delegates. So next, I would like to call Mr. Pragya Subhashmita Lenka, Assistant Manager HR, IG Drones, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mr. Ratikant Bose, Senior Manager Placement, Centurion University, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mr. Santosh Kumar Sethi, Assistant Professor, Civil, AIT Bhubaneswar, to kindly come and join us on the stage with a round of applause. Next, I would like to call Dr. Mamta Mohanty, Assistant Professor, Civil, COEB, Bhubaneswar, to kindly come and join. Next, I would like to call Mr. Avinash Kumar Pala, Assistant Professor, ETC, PMAC, to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mrs. Supriya Swai to kindly come and join us on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mr. Devi Prasanna Mohanty to kindly come and join us on the stage. Okay, so anyone else who is left, we can. I'd like to request Mr. Akshay Kumar Behera to kindly come and join us on the stage from TPU from the Kaustuv Group. Alright, we are done with our felicitations, but I would like to request Mr. Rohit Samantrai to present a token of appreciation to Ranjan sir, Ranjan Swai sir, who have joined us today, who has graced today's conclave. So, for the vote of thanks, I would like to request. Okay, so we have one more felicitation to do. I guess this name has been mentioned. Once again, I would like to call upon Mr. Akshay Kumar Das, TPO Trident Group of Industries, to kindly come and join us on the stage. So now I would like to request Miss Sonali from Pro Trainee Group to kindly come and join us on the stage for the vote of thanks. Can we have a round of applause for the beautiful lady?
Okay, good evening all. As we reach the conclusion of this inspiring conclave on the future workplace, a collaboration between Pro Trainee, Higher Karma and CPET, I stand before you on behalf of the entire organization team to express our heartfelt gratitude. Firstly, we extend our deepest appreciation to CPET for their invaluable support. Their generosity to providing this magnificent venue has been instrumental in creating a conclusive environment for the discussions. We are incredibly grateful to our esteemed Vice Chancellor for gracing us with their presence and insightful words. Their participation has undoubtedly elevated the significance of this event. A resounding round of applause goes out to all the training partners who enriched the conclave. Your dedication to shaping future-ready workforces is truly commendable. We also extend our sincere thanks to the representative teams from the public and government colleges and universities. Your presence demonstrates your commitment to equipping young minds with the skills they need to thrive in the ever-evolving workplace. A special thank you to the leaders of the construction companies who joined us. Your industry insights and perspectives were invaluable, paving the way for a more future-proof construction sector. We are grateful to our esteemed digital and media partners. Your support in promoting the event has ensured its reach to a wider audience. We acknowledge and appreciate the participation of the HODs, principals, HR professionals from various companies, IT companies, and our dedicated employees and colleagues. Every one of your contribution to make this conclave a resounding success. Finally, a warm thank you to all those associated with this event, both directly and indirectly. Your contributions, big or small, has woven the fabric of this successful gathering. The thought-provoking discussions that took place today will undoubtedly pave the way for a vibrant and future-ready professional landscape. We look forward to building upon the momentum generated here and continuing the conversation on shaping a future-proof workforce. Thank you once again, everyone involved. We hope you take away valuable insights and connections from this conclave. Thank you all. Okay. Names? Okay, so few more felicitations are left. The team CPET needs to be felicitated. I request you all to proceed for the lab visits of the CPET. Our coordinators will be accompanying you. All are requested to come.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Sonali, for the vote of thanks. Thank you, everyone, for gracing today's conclave. And definitely, it was a very, very productive discussion session. We had a whole six, panel discussions focusing on different topics and how the whole point was how the future of workplace look like. So I'm sure, first of all, when you got to know, you must have anticipated so many things, and eventually, when we got to the conclusion, you must have visualized something and how it might look like, and what are the ideas that have been wandering in the market. So without any further ado, as Ms. Sonali has already announced, I would like to request everyone to kindly proceed for the lab visit, which will be followed by high tea as well. Again, at the same place where the breakfast and the lunch session had. So I'd like to request everyone to kindly proceed for the lab visit, and the coordinators will be accompanying you, will be directing you for the lab visit, and it will be followed by a high tea. So just go for the lab visit and have fun. Thank you so much. This is Arya signing off from today's conclave. It was an amazing session with all of you. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Kindly all are requested not to click any photos during the lab visits. It's a request.